Berisha would love to see him out there, I'm sure, to try and set him up for a goal or two. And the coach of Western United, Mark Rudan, joins us now. Looks like he's not too far away. Can you tell us when he might come on?
Yeah, probably next 10 or 15 minutes, Speedy.
And what else would you like to see from your team?
We've got to move the ball quicker. We're too slow in possession. You know, when we move the ball pretty quick, we seem to break their lines a lot better. So a bit more intensity from us with or without the ball.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Speedy.
Moving a little bit quicker. You identified that as well in the first half, Robbie.
Yeah, look, and I think particularly when they have the ball at the back, the ball speed wasn't quick enough. And you know, as Mark Wooden said, if you're going to break lines, you've got to move the ball quick, particularly into that midfield area. You're going to punch the ball into players, and City certainly did that better in that first half without being at their very best.
So Diamante will be changing the dynamic before too long, and you can't run onto the opposition half before the ball is kicked off. Lockie Wales a little over-eager there. Take two. Well, Western United, the home team tonight, trying to overturn this half-time deficit. Durante showing his passing range in the first half, putting Imai under pressure here, and Metcalf took up a great spot. Melbourne City squeezing Western United in and winning it up high up the pitch already. Here's one to chase for Garuccio. Chance, the boots! Couldn't bury the header. That would have been a dream start for City, less than 40 seconds in.
Oh, it's a perfect ball in, the perfect run, and well, he'll know he should have scored. Brilliant ball from Garuccio. He's in front of his defender, who's coming in late, but he should have buried that. And that's the danger for Western United. If you don't want Diamante coming on when the game's gone. Now, I'm not saying it would have been gone there, but 2-0 was in this against this team in red-hot form is a mountain to climb. And that was right from the right from the kickoff. And again, the ball speed wasn't good, and they tried to play up from the back when they should have just gone long. Cut out, and they so very nearly paid for it.
And 7 of the 19 goals they've conceded this season have been from headers. Western United nearly copped another one. Griffiths on that yellow card from the first half, the only player booked so far. Atkinson, and well read by Imai. Melbourne City starting the second half just like the first. One up on the corner count. Noon bends it in, and Scott with the shout of keeper able to bowl it out to one of his speedsters as well. What can Wales do with it? Parias is making a run through the middle. It's the right idea, but not the best ball over the top from Lockie Wales. And when you've got Diamante in your team, Parias can expect to get on the end of something.
Yeah, and that's, you know, Wales going at full pace trying to hit that kind of ball. No, Diamante's range of passing is a feature of his play.
Noon took a risk, gave it away to Payne, and Berisha went backwards. He wanted teammates to be a bit closer to him and square, not making those runs in behind. Given away by Imai. Garuccio kept the attack going. Great refereeing. No! He apologises for blowing the whistle a little too early there, Jonathan Barrero. My bad. My bad. Atkinson has frustrated Guarachena, and that's just a foul for dragging him back with the old horse collar manoeuvre, and Atkinson saying, why is that not a yellow?
Yeah, you'd have to agree that he's got away with one there. He's away, Atkinson. Clear yellow card.
Disguise on the pass from Noon allowed Atkinson to get there ahead of Uscott. today's captain for Western United. One out in the end. Berisha didn't quite keep that one in.
It's frustrating for Berisha because that's not where you want him on the ball.
Lovely play by Noon. He might have just got the step on McLaren.
Yeah, it's good defending. Overhit the pass slightly as well. Just the way he took that ball, Noon, full of confidence.
Gazelle playing with his head up. Berenguer got a foot in the road. And Melbourne City in that attacking third again, able to win the ball back. Orbo tried to get his team going up the pitch. A little stumble here from Curtis Good enough to recover ahead of Lockie Wales. It was a very near thing. Once again, asking too much of a teammate from City. Archie Thompson. How is Alessandro Diamante looking at the moment?
Well, I can see him limbering up over there on the bench, and hopefully we see an introduction into this second half, because I know that it's someone that Western United need, because like I said, when Western United faced Melbourne City, I know that was a long time ago, but when he was on the ball and spreading the ball from sort of that one side to the next, it opened up space for a lot of the Western United players, and he's someone that can add a bit of something different.
Here's Berenguer. And Metcalf couldn't keep his header down after out-jumping Connor Payne. There's been a couple of those tonight.
I tell you, Payne's done well this evening defensively, hasn't he? Again, Naboot on the ball, plays it in. Berenguer takes it at full pace, and a big deflection, looping over with the goalkeeper not stranded but not able to go for it, and Payne does enough to not allow Metcalf an easy header so close to goal.
Cool goalkeeping again by Scott to find a teammate, and now Berisha, little 1-2 with Lustica. Payne looking for numbers in the middle. Little 1-2 with Guarachena. Oh! Runs into the shoulder of Nuno Reis, and the referee has a good long look at it. What's he pondering here? Berisha's going to bat for his mate, saying, is that a penalty?
Well, I must say, at first glance, it didn't look like one to me. I'm not sure how much contact. I thought the bounce of the ball was Guarachena's enemy there. It's a little chip over, and he just can't collect it. Tries to there.
No, he won the header, and then there's a collision. As happens in football, referee says play on, and here's Noon at the other end. Just over hit for Naboot. And hang on a minute, VAR is weighing in, and Western United think they might just get a spot kick here.
Well, you think if they're having a look, they're thinking that it's a penalty. And their ball goes over the top. Nuno Reis hits the ball away. They're saying that that shoulder is too aggressive. For me, it didn't look like a penalty to be fair. Mark Rudin will disagree.
They've had their run-ins with VAR this season, and Jonathan Barrero is about to come over and have a look at it for himself. And in the VAR centre, it's Kate Jakovitz who has made this decision. Surely the header is won by Nuno Reis. Is there any doubt there?
There's no doubt there. And Guarachena's head is stooping down to try and get above that ball. Now, the reaction there is massive from Guarachena, but it must be noted that he got up very sharpishly straight after. So there's no injury, but who knows in today's world.
They're now debating it, the two protagonists, and Guarachena is saying, mate, you went through with the shoulder into my head, which you could have avoided, but is that a protective mechanism from Nuno Reis ensuring there's no head clash? Or is it a bit more than that?
I don't think it's a bit more than that, but maybe they do. Like I said, it's difficult to make a call on these. For me, it didn't look too much. I thought he acted a bit there, Guarachene.
Jonathan Barrero getting plenty of advice at the moment.
He definitely hits the ball first. It's the shoulder. As he forcefully used that shoulder.
If he didn't use the shoulder, we're looking at a monumental head clash. Archie Thompson.
Well, what do you think, Archie?
Well, you can actually see me behind the screen there. I don't know what to say.
Have an interview, Arch. Just have a little impromptu interview.
Well, I thought about it, to be honest, but I tell you what, I don't like to be in issues right now. But I tell you what, if Ika gets ahead there first, surely that's got to be a penalty. But I know that he's probably protecting himself. Be interested to see what the decision is.
No penalty. Jonathan Barrero had a long look at it. Kate Jakovitz obviously thought there may be a penalty in it, and Western United fall foul of VAR again. There's no spot kick. Let's hope all of that time is added on at the end of the game. That's all I can say.
Well, when I look at it, and looking at it again, I thought that it would have been harsh, but anyway. Obviously, Western United fans and the players think a bit different. It's understandable.
Here comes Payne. Turning Atkinson inside out, but he tried one move too many.
Yeah, he didn't need to do it again. He'd beaten him. I thought he could have surged into the penalty box there, Connor Payne.
Delay was 2.5 minutes plus for nothing. A bit of Seinfeld about it, a show about nothing for 2.5 minutes there. McLaren not giving up the chase here. Metcalf makes his move in the middle. McLaren looking for him. And Durante did enough.
Yeah, that ball was on. Metcalf couldn't get anything on it.
Roston Griffiths encouraged to shoot. Not too much elevation. Here he comes. The game changer for Western United. And Brendan Hamill is going to give Andrew Durante a chop out as well. The veteran defender replaced. And it's Lustica making way for the Italian superstar. They still trail by that 1-0 scoreline. And he's equal top in assists this season with Neil Kilkenny of the Perth Glory. Can he tee up Berisha, one of his other teammates, in the last half hour plus here? First touch, pretty handy for Parias. And he's clattered late there. Referee again deciding the advantage wasn't there. He's going to pull out the card for Ben Garuccio, who welcomed Diamante to the game with a bit of rough stuff.
There he's edging towards the sideline. Just sliding in late, Garuccio.
Won all the individual awards last season. Alessandro Diamante yet to be voted best on ground this season by any of our experts, but has been in the votes, the 3-2-1 6 times. Some performance to get 3 votes tonight. Got an overload in the Diamante area here, and hesitation from Parias.
I think Parias thought Diamante was going to collect it. But anyway, at the right end of the pitch, Diamante wants to keep him there.
Nice touch off Dylan Perez, who played 3 games for Melbourne City, debuted for them as a 16-year-old. Didn't get much of a look in under Warren Joyce. Actually made the switch to Weston. Diamante can go to Guarachena. Took his eye off it. And the boot uses the outside of his boot so cleverly. McLaren teasing one across.
Yeah, just arriving too late, all of Melbourne City players, but the ball from the boot was a good one, but the run always makes the pass. If you don't make the run, the pass is never on. And he's done that twice now, peeling into that same area.
Atkinson offering some advice to the assistant referee, and Jonathan Barreras has cut that nonsense out. Scramble it back to Uscott. Now they've got numbers. Diamante knows Perez has the speed down that right-hand side. Delivery back post for Berisha. Header! Equalizer! Lucky Wales with his first goal for Western United in the right place at the right time after superb lead-up play from the home team.
And Diamante involved, and that's where he's so clever. I mean, his is not the telling pass in this, but it's the way he finds space. And that pass to Perez, maybe a little bit overhit, hangs it up to the back post. Berisha does really well there. And Lucky Wales reacts the best and nods that one home. I'm not sure who it was, but Wales goes above. I think it was Garuccio. Didn't really attack that ball and didn't sense Wales cutting across him. Really good team goal from Western United.
Melbourne City unable to make it 2 and 3. Left Western United in the game, and now we're level with half an hour to go. And didn't this place go off? Amy Park with Western United as a home team. He's buzzing, Archie Thompson.
Yeah, there's a smog of green on the pitch at the moment, just adds to the atmosphere. You can see with Diamante the way that he picks that ball up. You could see Connor Payne, even with the introduction of Diamante, yellow card to Ika, but you can see that Perez and Connor Payne are already looking to go a little bit higher, just knowing that when he gets on the ball, they're going to look for that. But you can see with Bessa Berisha, he wanted to get back to the halfway line and start again and use that momentum.
Here's Metcalf getting up a full head of steam himself.
Berisha, I know what he's like. He'd be thinking, well, that's the kind of service I want.
Exactly. That was so smart. Many players would have dreamt up that kind of ball that Berisha did to tee up Wales. Here's Metcalf again. And Noon chipping it. Well by Payne. Berenguer went down theatrically. Naboot played in, and the strike flashes across the face. He's had his chances tonight.
Yeah, and that one's a hard one. He has to take it quick because Connor Payne's closing him down, but still shifted the ball really quickly. Good feet. And just screws it wide past that far post. Has to take it quickly. His first touch took it a little bit further to the outside than he would have liked, but because it did go towards the outside, it enabled him to get that shot on, because if his touch was perfect, I think Connor Payne would have smothered it.
Here's Mark Rudan masterminding Western United's first positive result against Melbourne City. Still a long way to go, plenty can happen. Plenty of changes up the sleeve of both coaches. Payne. Guarachena, inadvertent touch, kept it in his stride. Wales full of movement. Payne trying to get there. Nuno Reis had to be careful. In the end, Melbourne City played it well enough defensively. And we went the other way quickly. McLaren was in with a better ball from Berenguer. This game opening up big time. Diamante. Payne first time. Oh, he got on the end of things, Berisha, and perhaps not anticipating it, couldn't get his header on target.
Well, usually that position, that kind of ball, That's in the back of the net. This is a big miss. Super ball from Connor Payne. He just heads it to... Well, he heads it with the full forehead. He just needed to... You see he's trying to glance it. Maybe there was too much pace on that cross. Connor Payne's seen more of the ball in this second half than he did the whole first half. Not sure where Scott was going there.
Often the game opens up after a lot of changes are made. Well, I've seen a few, I suppose. Western United with that double change. Still plenty of options, though. And do Melbourne City need to think about their bench after their heavy workload?
I'm sure they will be. I wouldn't imagine it's too long.
McLaren nearly latching onto the ricochet off Metcalf. Given away by Imai, missed the mark on Diamante. Berisha was in space there, and Roston Griffiths didn't see it. And the boot's presence often draws the ball this side. He gave it away. Diamante.
Look at that.
The crowd buzzes for Wales. Berisha. They're in front. It's a stunning turnaround. Berisha with a fabulous finish. He's got an assist, and now he has his goal. And he was adamant Western United could beat Melbourne City.
Diamante, what about the ball? I know there's still a lot to go, but if this player doesn't come on, this isn't happening. And that's what a key player does to you. Doesn't even look. Out to Lachie Wales. He's got plenty of space. He sees Berisha just darts in front of Nuno Reis, and what about that for a finish? That's absolutely Berisha at his best, and that's where he needs to be. Not receiving the ball 10 metres inside the opposition half, in and around the penalty box, and this is what he can produce. That's quite a brilliant finish from Berisha, and Western United have turned it around.
4-game goalless drought is over. He's up to 141 National League goals now. Damien Murray is little concerned. Someone's finally within 100 goals of him. He's 99 away from Murray. Puts Damien Murray's goal-scoring feats into perspective. Berisha, 35 years young, said this week, we can take down Melbourne City and end their 6-game winning streak. End their 5-game winning streak against Western. Diamante pulling the strings. The boot able to cut that one out. And Atkinson has lost control.
Well, how many other players can hit that pass that Diamante did? Absolutely brilliant. And what happened after wasn't bad either. It certainly sets it up for at least 25, probably more to go. What have Melbourne City got in response? Haven't been in this position for quite some time.
Berisha engages Nuno Reis as he did in the lead up to that goal. City so full of goals lately. Need at least another 2 to continue the winning streak. Garuccio is expecting Metcalf to present in that area. Movement from Noon, he spotted it. Looking for him to boot, and again Payne wins his header. Atkinson using the boot if he wants to. He's taking on all comers. It was some effort, and the deflected strike is out for another corner. Garuccio took it on.
Well, Atkinson had the easy pass back to Naboo, but he said, no, I can do it on my own. 2 defenders up again, makes the space and fizzed that one across. Takes it on first time and was on target.
Corner variation. Back to Atkinson, who's taking on the strike. Another deflection on its journey. Western United getting bodies in the road. Mark Rudan kept Diamante in the wings tonight. He came on. The equaliser came 4 minutes later. And now they're on top. Here's Garuccio. Fizzes wide of that post. Roston Griffiths was there. Must have thought about trying to get a touch on.
Not that far away from that near post. You see a good look at it here. And that's one where he's probably relieved that, that touches Griffiths could have gone anywhere.
You'll be giving out the votes tonight. Diamante comes on with his team trailing 1-0. 10 minutes later,
he's in the mix.
They're in front. The inspiration of Dia. Here he is again. Parias just lost control. Wales there to tidy up. He's got to be in the conversation as well, Lachie Wales. Who wants it? And he split the difference, Luke Dazelle.
Well, he did, but one of them could have got it. Wasn't a lot of pace on it. Had an overload on that side as well if one of them had picked it up.
Berenguer being held up by Dazelle. Atkinson is turning into a useful outlet at the moment. Noon maintaining the width. Opens up the angle here for the strike in the end. And kicked out off the deflection. Scott got something on it.
Well, to allow Noon that kind of space in his form, he almost had too much time. Look, he goes to shoot, and just before that he was going to shoot, and then he took another touch, and in the end Scott's done really well to keep that out. His momentum was taking him the other way. Really good game to watch now.
Berenguer. And just flicks off a City head perhaps, and Wales can use that speed of his. Parias again launching on the quick counter-attack, but Atkinson has a fair bit of speed about his play as well. Coming together between he and Wales. Those two former bad boys at Olyroos level. We've had those bands lifted, of course, hoping to be Olympians this year.
Yeah, rightfully so as well.
Here's Noon again, looking dangerous. Metcalf back onto his right. Another deflection. And the keeper surely taken out. There's no whistle. Referee says take the goal kick.
Normally you'd see a free kick for the goalkeeper directly there as McLaren goes in. Looks to have taken Scott out.
As you saw, the referee signal there, the goal would have counted if it had rolled in. Well wide of the goal in the end. A lot of coaches, if they'd fallen behind at this stage in the A-League, of course, Robbie, would make a stack of changes, but Paddy Kisnorbo likes this starting 11, but Adrian Luna's been so dangerous lately. Is he a player that needs to come on?
Well, you'd think so. And, he's just got a lot of confidence in his starting 11, and that's why he's not changing at the moment, but you'd think that's about to change.
Garuccio. Naboot popping up on the left-hand side. Griffiths made the run. Way back to Metcalf. City in search of an equaliser. Naboot kept on running. He might be able to track it down. Flicked back through to Roston Griffiths, who got a shout from Garuccio. It's intricate, the build-up. In the end, Naboot couldn't find a teammate. Diamante trying to get there. could turn into a fabulous night for Western United, and they've got their charity partner on their shirts tonight, Food Bank, who do great things. 47% rise in ask for help from Food Bank as well since COVID came into play, and all of these shirts will be auctioned off to raise money for that charity by Western United. Payne is down in a crumpled heap here. Atkinson may have got him, but it's play on, and McLaren took a swing, and Brendan Hamill was in the road.
Yeah, there was no foul on Payne. It was a strong challenge from Atkinson, but he got the ball. But he's winded him, I'd say. Had to control that one with his head, and Atkinson comes in.
How do you see it right now, Archie?
Yeah, it's quite tense, actually. I think for both teams, it's so open and so intense. You can feel both sides, especially behind the goals when it comes to the fans, are on a knife's edge, because this is where this game could be. I feel like Melbourne City, with the way that they're pressing, it only could just take one little ball that bounces to Diamante, and we already know when he's got that ball that Lockie Wales is going to make that run. Guadachet is going to make that run. So they've got to be wary of that. And I actually pointed out, probably about, I don't know, 60th minute, I saw Nathaniel Atkinson actually start to stretch out his legs, but seemed to find a second win. But I'll be interested to see what sort of change he makes, because I know Ben Garuccio is on a yellow card, and when you're in this sort of position, you don't want to go a man down either.
Yeah, Roston Griffiths another on a yellow card. Adrian Luna just on, finds an angle, Atkinson cut it back, and brilliant defending by Tomoki Imai.
And they just had enough bodies in the box. Instant impact from Luna, and Atkinson, hasn't he been attacking this evening in this game? He's had a wonderful game. And the team that's losing right at the moment, defending their box with numbers, Western United.
Trying to keep that scoring streak going. He's provided an assist tonight, but hasn't found the back of the net. Imai denied him just moments ago. Playing for the corner and getting it, Craig Noon off his opposite number here. Taken short. Atkinson turns around and he's back in the game again. All the way through. Now Roston Griffiths' header will go wide. And Payne had to be safe with Luna lurking.
You know, Payne was hoping there was enough on it to let it go for a goal kick, but couldn't take a chance there.
Corner count rising. Garuccio cuts inside. Oh! Deflected off Roston Griffiths onto the post, and City still can't find their second.
Well, they're taking a chance, Melbourne City, not picking up this late runner. This is the end of the action. Comes off Roston Griffiths and cannons onto the post. Far too much space given to the one coming in late from the short corner. That time it was Garuccio.
Can Western United hold on and get back within touching distance of the top six? Griffiths just hacks it towards McLaren and Naboot. And Tomoki Imai with a great spring again. And just stopping it because of a head concern here for Andrew Naboot. Tomoki Imai's...
I think the concern here is that to have his arm raised, he'd certainly won the header, Imai. And Naboot looks all right, and that's the main thing. Eyes on the ball. His arm comes up, but you're not taught to jump with your arms by your side, but is that too aggressive? Probably is.
It was a very late whistle, though, by Berisha. It's the right decision in the end, like you say, leading with the forearm, and here comes another double change from Mark Rudan. Van Vujitsa, left back by trade, also can play as one of those centre halves in this formation. And Kane Shepherd will replace the match winner as it stands. Berisha is coming off. And doesn't tend to go down too well with Bess. He's going to let him know it's his former Victory teammate. He'll leave with 141 A-League goals to his credit. Decent performance again, assist and a goal.
Yeah, he's containing himself. He's learned to do that well. Lockie Wales with the cross. Brilliant. Typical Berisha goal. Brilliant finish. Lockie Wales had a super game for Western United the second half.
Fuyetza on for Payne. Double change made while defending a set piece. Don't see it too often. Adrian Luna goes for goal, and on the half volley, Scott scooped it up with ease.
Yeah, I think if that had been a corner, he wouldn't have made the change because it was a free kick and they were going to shoot. He did.
Karen was offside. Now he's okay. Has hooked it to Diamante. Dizel facing his own goal, had it taken away by Luna, who looks early here for an onside. Craig Noon. Imai was on the ground and Noon couldn't direct his shot on target. A very near thing defensively for Western United again, and young Dizel is staying down after having his pocket picked.
Yeah, he dwelt too much on the ball, and Imai was the one that played it in there. McLaren wanted to play him, but he would have been offside. You think there he gets a second bite out of it as Imai goes to ground, and then that touch that he brings it, drags it back onto his right foot just a little bit too far, and he had to stretch for it. That's a good chance for Melbourne City.
Looks like we're going to go overtime tonight. The prospect of a significant portion of stoppage time, and don't forget it's the Mariners against Adelaide United coming up later tonight as part of this double header.
Yeah, an absolute cracker up on the Central Coast. First versus second. Adelaide in red hot form, looking for history tonight to go 7 games themselves, straight wins.
And they wouldn't have anticipated this still being first v second when Melbourne City went into action ahead of them and took the lead, of course, but this game turned around when Alessandro Diamante made his entrance, and a couple of quick fire goals against Paddy Kisnorbo's side, who haven't copped too many goals lately. It's another lengthy delay. Jonathan Barrero being adding all of this time on. Diamante taking on the strike, and Glover was a fair way off his line there. Did chip goalkeeper 1 or 2 times last season, Diamante, from closer range than that, of course. And a boot in behind Fuyetza, just curled kindly for Uzcok. Western service crew in fine voice at the home end at Amy Park. Who was on that ball from the boot, but overhit for Luna. Hastily clear by Imai. Out in front of Guarachena from Diamante. Gave it away to Naboot. Uzcok across in time again and finds a teammate that time. Eyes for handball. Fall on deaf ears. Diamante demanding more out of Guarachena. Just felt for those ribs again there, Diamante. Noon's cross all the way across the face of goal. Vujicic has been bamboozled. Tap-in was looming for Roston Griffiths. How did he miss the target there?
He's taken his eye off that. He must have. Brilliant play. The cross was overhit from Noon, but it came to Nabbout. 1-2 here with Atkinson. Picks out Roston Griffiths, nearly on the edge of the 6-yard box. He's at least got to hit the target there. And I think it's the old one that hits the back leg. What a chance.
Jamie McLaren looked at it and said, if only that was me. Hit the post inadvertently moments ago. Roston Griffiths could have had a night out in front of goal. Cushion that header for Atkinson. Good, stylish pass for Metcalf, who rode through a challenge. Look at the numbers back here for Western. Late run from Atkinson, had to stretch for it. Tracked it down. Roston Griffiths looking to find a teammate. Atkinson popping up again. Vujicic had to be careful and was. Shepherd dragged down by Nuno Reis. And the assistant, the fourth official in fact, is advising Jonathan Barrero that Shepherd fouled Reis earlier in that sequence.
Yeah, I thought that was the right call.
Metcalf brilliantly found McLaren, and Luna waited for cutbacks.
Another great situation for Melbourne City, asking a lot of questions. They're the ones that are more likely to be the next goal scorer in this last 5 minutes. Good run, good touch from Metcalf. McLaren was looking for the cutback. Didn't go to the near post.
Ryan Scott showing great anticipation to make it look pretty easy under this bombardment tonight. Copped the one goal that he didn't stand a chance for. See why Mark Rudan is keeping faith with the man who loomed as the understudy to Philip Curto. Oh, brilliant ball from Nabbout. Atkinson, McLaren couldn't turn it home this time.
It comes at him at pace. A lot of bodies in there. Atkinson again active down this right-hand side with Nabbout. They've really come into the game, these two, in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Didn't know much about it, McLaren, did he?
Strange things going on tonight. Western United going 7th on the live ladder as it stands. Melbourne City will remain in 3rd. Archie Thompson, how did McLaren not score there?
Oh, look, it's just a number of players that are around him that made that difficult, but that just seems to be the way it is for Melbourne City at the moment. You have days in the office where things don't drop for you, but Mark Rudan's adamant on the bench. He just wants to see Ivan Vujicic just shape up and jockey a little bit better and don't let those easy balls get him behind. But I tell you what, there's I think they're going to be about 7 minutes added time, so you can feel that if almost West United absorb too much of this pressure, that Melbourne City are going to make them pay.
Concern for Andrew Nabbout, the potential to add to that stoppage time. But no claret flowing. And the referee told him to get back to his feet and get on with it after copping that accidental elbow from Diamante, perhaps. Atkinson, where does he find the energy levels to keep on going? Shepherd held him up. So around 9 minutes for Melbourne City to get something out of this game. And that's a long time for Western United to hold on, as Archie Thompson alluded to. Noon left it behind. He thought he went shoulder to shoulder there, Curtis Good, with Parias. The decision goes against the City enforcer. Last change from Mark Redan. And it's a defensive move.
Good game from Wales. And small from that, from his contribution, a goal and an assist. Lots of energy on that right-hand side. Probably had their best chance in the first half, which City dominated.
Extra body in the middle of the pitch. Jerry Skidardis on for Wales and getting his first touch immediately. Hamill floating one up. Shepherd can let it go out for another throw in. They're happy with those. Western United, as you saw a moment ago when Diamante told Vujica to let it go out. About to find out if Archie Thompson's forecast of stoppage time was correct, and of course it was. 7 minutes added on, and that feels like the right number. After the VAR review and several injury stoppages, a load of changes made as well. Is it enough time for City to snatch something? Combine again. Noon puts his move on Emai. Surges into the area. And Dazelle gives up the corner. Just.
Yeah, took a touch. Just too many there, Noon, but he's looked sharp. One-on-one tonight. So 85% of the time he's beat his first defender. Hasn't been as prominent in this second half.
Flicked on by Naboot. No one arriving at that back post as he might have hoped for. Garuccio with time. Griffith's header. Away by Uzcock. Back in by McLaren. And Vujica put enough of a body on City's number 9. Western United have made 5 changes. Paddy Kisnorbo has made 1. And don't forget, doubleheader tonight. The Mariners at home to Adelaide United up next. Craig Goodwin, what a difference he has made to the Reds. Here's Guarachena hunting a third. Glover got hands to it, and Parias can keep it in. Too early to head to that corner with 5 minutes to go. That'll do for Western. Last week, of course, Melbourne City played the Mariners on the Monday and the Wanderers on the Friday. Here they are on Thursday night. Carved up late by Parias. Glover made a super save.
Well, he couldn't see him because his head's down, but Guarachena came in really late there. Parias literally had no other option until that point, but I think it was too late by then for him to have seen him.
Off Hamill, and that corner count is now at 12-1. They've stood strong. Western United, good, points to his area and gets there nearly. Nuno Reis hangs it up, and the keeper didn't get his message across. Kept alive by Reis, but again over physical in that challenge. Trying to help out Guarachena. Those two have had their aerial duels tonight.
He certainly gets the header. Got everything else as well. Guarachena, obviously, with all his experience, is not going to get up quickly. So we could have 8 8 or 9 minutes here.
McLaren is sore after that last collision inside the area. Archie Thompson, what do you make of the way the two coaches have used their benches tonight as Mark Rudan out-coached Kisnorbo on that front?
Well, look, I think if you've got the player of a Diamante on your bench and you can bring him on and he has such an immediate impact, well, then you have to say Mark Rudan. But I don't think that Melbourne City have done anything wrong, or Paddy Kisnorbo. They've created enough opportunities to win 3 matches. But like I said, it's just sometimes it doesn't matter what you do. You just have those days in the office. So, look, it was obviously... There's still a little bit of football to be had. I know that the time will be added because of Ika going down, but it's just about a disciplined defensive performance here on out to the game.
And the other attacking options for City, of course, Marco Tilio, such a creative player, Kolikovsky with fresh legs. A couple of options for City, but doesn't look like Kisnorbo is going to call upon them. It's only been Luna to come on for Berenguer. Diamante directing traffic. McLaren can put some pressure on Scott here. Atkinson heads it back into the middle cleverly. Good. Not read by Naboots, it was by Vujica. He's continued his run here. Diamante puts it out in front of Parias. Will he head for the corner? We'll look for a third. Good won the ball and then accidentally upended Kane Shepherd. Foul given up by MI. Time ticking away from City. It's almost certain that their winning streak has come to an end. They'd love to snatch a point at the death.
Yeah, and when you analyse it and wait to see if this one sneaks through, but you know, Western United, that period when Diamante come on, look at that for a pass. And he will head to the corner flag, you think, but Melbourne City will play worse this season and probably win games. But they had that period, wasn't it, 10-15 minutes, Western United, where they got those 2 goals. And since then, it's been a defensive performance where they've, to be honest, they've had a little bit of luck.
Luke Dizelle was part of the Melbourne City Academy before Western United came into the comp just down the road from where he lives, so he jumped at the chance to jump ship. Looks like he's going to be on the right end of things tonight. And the boot waits to receive from Atkinson. Noon wants it square. Skidada's got in the road. Here's Garuccio. Noon! Woodcock threw himself into that challenge. Away by MI, who's been immense tonight. And Diamante can use Shepherd once more. The whistles are starting to ring around Amy Park. No sign of the one that counts yet. It's a City throw. Some controversy about that. Can they fashion one last chance here? We're at the referee's discretion. Can they afford to go backwards?
Not again. This will be the last chance, and I'll get one last look at it.
And the boots getting away from Vujica into the chest of Dizelle. What a win for Western United. Finally, they take points off Melbourne City, who'd won the first 5 meetings between these clubs. But now the team in green and black take all 3 points after a stunning second half turnaround. Diamante off the bench, and within 10 minutes, they'd gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up, and that's how it stayed. Berisha with the match winner again in his storied A-League career, and Diamante makes a difference. Full time at Amy Park. It's Western United as the home team. 2-1 winners over Melbourne City.